Hello, and there goes the pounding. I love that sound. This is Glenda with aka GK Fralin, a friendly community. Wow, today I'm just about worn out for right now, and I'll probably take a nap here or something pretty soon. I made myself busy and useful today, which is good, but I'm gonna fail it too. Anyway, I've been neglecting my kitchen for a long time. Generally, Joe kicks me out of it anyway. Not that I can't get in there. I can get in there. But, because he's not home 100% of the time, and when he is, he's not in the kitchen 100% of the time. Anyway, there's a movable island in there. I think you've probably seen pictures of it before. Man, that thing Joe built it, and I wanted him to put it on casters. That thing is a godsend. It looks more like a table, but it rolls around and we can put stuff on it. It gives us loads more counter space. And when we have family over, that thing can get loaded with all kinds of dishes. Anyway, but so I've been making iced tea on that, and sometimes I don't know if I freeze it the wrong time or if I know I shake, but I tend to spill the tea mix. I like instant tea. For one thing, it's what I can make. But anyway, we've just always used instant tea. Anyway, so a lot of times I get the tea dust or mix on the counter. And I'm always in a kind of a hurry to go sit down, I guess, so it doesn't always get cleaned up the way it should. I'll take a napkin or something and try to wipe it up, but anyway, I just haven't felt like I had really cleaned it well for a while. I know Joe has cleaned it, but I just wanted to give it a good scrubbing. So I did that. And while I was doing that, I discovered that we had, I knew it was there. Joe brought home a big bag of cucumbers that a coworker had brought and given to him because he just grew too many, I guess. Anyway, I was afraid they were going to go bad. They'd been sitting there for a while, and a lot of them looked like the skins were kind of sunburnt, and just don't want them to get bitter and tough. So I peeled I left, I think, 2 or 3 to be just like regular for salads, and those he can handle those how he wants, but anyway, the rest of them, and there was a bunch. I had this big, I should have got a bigger one, but I had this storage tub that, it's actually not storage, well, it is, but it's like, those things you get a big thing of potato salad in, but it's a plastic with a lid. But anyway, I made some onion, I used some onion and some salt, a bunch of salt, and some apple cider vinegar and diluted that in water. Anyway, to make kind of a brine. I didn't make it very strong because Joe doesn't always like it very strong, especially the vinegar part. The onion and the salt, he's not so bad, but the vinegar part, yeah. But if I do add more vinegar, I'll probably need to add some sugar or something. But apple cider vinegar isn't near as harsh as white vinegar. But anyway, so it really, I don't know how much brine was left in that thing by the time I got done, because it's pretty well packed. But at least they will preserve, because it's got, the salt and stuff will preserve it. And so, just kind of like a refrigerator pickle. They may not stay completely crisp, but if they get the flavor, you know, they'll be, it's not like a regular pickle. Anyway, but I didn't have a regular onion, so I used onion flakes. So I hope they'll they get the flavor. I know they'll get the flavor, but, you know, there won't be that fresh, crisp onion in there. So, or limp onion, whatever. Anyway, so I got that done, but oh man, it really took the poo out of me. I haven't done that much physical standing and working in a while. And I think, Mary Fry's always, and Peter are always saying, do what you think you can't do. And to me, that was really doing what I didn't think I could do. But I did it, and I'll be sore, but I have stuff I can take for the soreness, and it's good for me to be up and doing things. Because for one thing, I need the activity to help me work some muscles. Maybe, hopefully, eventually lose a little weight, but definitely to work the muscles. But it's not going to do me a lot of good unless I'm more consistent. So, you're smoking, I'm praying for your smoking, so you pray for my activity. Oh, I mean, we've got the wheelchair, but that is for travel. That is for, like, if we're out and about, and because the scooter, well, for one thing, it's heavy and it has to have a lift to put it in, and it's also, won't go up a grade more than a certain angle. And anyway, so, but with the wheelchair, it's high enough that we don't have to worry about curb checks and that kind of stuff. So it's all ready to go. And I've even got my bumper sticker, my Well Anyway bumper sticker on it. So if anybody asks about it, I can say, well, anyway. And then, tell them why. But I will be back later because I think I'm going to take a nap. But that's where I'm at so far today. And Joe is doing very well on the room. One wall just took him he just seemed to fight him. But now it's going more smoothly, so at least he'll be able to insulate the exterior walls and the ceiling. Get the new ceiling in and insulate it before any real cold weather comes. So that is important. So I'll come back and talk to you probably later. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a heck of a day. Oh, I just woke Joe up. He's been working hard in that room, and he's getting to where, anyway, we can be assured it will be at least safe from the winter weather by the time he gets it all filled in. He's ready for insulation, it looks like, so. And we're on a good time schedule, or we're just going into September here pretty quick, so. I don't know, thought about maybe taking off for a day, maybe a day trip or something. We'll just have to see. It always depends on what what I'm feeling like a lot of the time, and he's been having some problems. He keeps working, which I don't think it helps. Up and down the ladder does not help his sciatica at all, or his leg. But the plantar fasciitis seems to not be bothering him quite so much, but that sciatica seems to get him when he's going up and down the ladder a lot. So anyway, but I'm sorry I don't sound so peppy, but I did, however, I just had a phone call that I'm a little almost on the edge of crying. Not because it's sad. Not because it's sad at all, but because I just miss it. My grandson doesn't live close, and he called, and it was so nice to hear his voice. I haven't heard from him for a few months now. He's going to be a junior, or he is a junior in high school now. And but it just does your heart good to hear from him and just talk to him when you haven't heard from him for a while. And he was scolding, he was a stinker. He was scolding me for not emailing him. And I said, well, you didn't email me either. And he's like, oh, yeah. Anyway, and I said, he said something about, I said something about being old. And he says, well, that's because you are Grandma. I thought, you little snot. And then I was telling him I'm going to tell Grandpa that. And he said, well, he is too. He just loves to give me trouble. When he can. He likes to give me trouble. Anyway, but he's always had a few problems because he's got a hearing disability. And but it's just wonderful to be able to talk to him. Miss him a lot. But I am going to send him an email tonight, and hopefully he'll get to see it tomorrow. Because I told him I would send him an email. So I think I'll put a link to one of these YouTube things in there so that he can see some of the. Maybe I'll do it. I want to try and do kind of one of my funnier ones. So anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm just tired, guys. I've been really active, and today I really did some stuff, and I'm not sorry that I did. I'm glad I did, but it just leaves me a little more worn out than usual. So tomorrow's another day, and plan on seeing you then. So have a good one. Good night.